Hello, this is Lyrics and welcome to today's session. In today's brief video, we're going to see how we can use the R Studio to run a logistic regression. And basically, logistic regression has to do with when we have our outcome variable being categorical and want to see how explanatory variables or independent variables try to explain that outcome. And so we load our data and we're naming it as that. We want to see the names of the variables so as to make it easier for us to type them. And so here we have gender, marital status, occupation, among others. So in our univariate logistic regression analysis, we want to see the difference, or sorry, the association between outcome and gender. Now we know gender is categorical outcome, it's nominal, and we want to convert it to a factor variable and also ascribe a reference group to it. Now you will know that when you interpreting odds ratio for categorical variables, you will need to uh, be able to have a reference group. And so this line of code helps us to establish that recognize one, which is male, as the reference group against two. And so we run that and then we can do this. Now we're going to subsequently in the video, we're going to change this to 2 and 1 and see how it affects the analysis. So now we run our model, which is a logistic regression model. This one is basically to summarize our finding. So it's a generalized linear model. We outcome. So outcome always comes first, then your explanatory variables. So here we using gender. And then our data is this over here. And because it's categorical, we're gonna call a binomial family. And so we run this. So basically this is our output, our summary, and we realize that it's giving us coefficients and we are interested in odds ratios, but then we have p-values here too. So it's good. So what information do we need here? P-value, helping us to establish significance of association. If it's more than 0.05 or 0.05, then we say there's no significant association. So in this case, there's no significant association, but we are interested in what odds ratio, not coefficients. So we have to run this line of code. So you can pause the video and copy this, and then you should be able to get your odds ratio subsequently. So we run this line of code on the M1 model to be able to get our odds ratio and 95% confidence interval. So over here, we can see that our model has been run and we have, come on, let's run it again. Okay, run our model. Good. So we have 2 over here. So this 2 means that we're using 1 as our reference, which is male. And so when we run this, we should have 2 over here. Good. So this is telling us that relative to males, females have about 43.4% protection or reduced odds of the outcome compared to males. Now let's reverse the order where we have 2 as the reference, as in female as the reference. And let's see what happens. So we run this and then we run this. So over here, there's a change to 2, sorry, to 1. So here we recognizing females as the reference group, and we have about 76.8% increased odds of the outcome in males compared to females. And we have the same p-value. And you can equally use these confidence interval to be able to say whether it's statistically as significant or not. And over here, we can find 1. because since 1 is in between here, this odds ratio is not statistically significant. So that is also another way we can interpret our odds ratios, and we can change our reference group. So now we want to add another variable by adjusting its effect. And so to do that, we run this line of code again just to change it to factor. Location is rural or urban. So we run this to just change it to a factor variable. So in order to add a different variable of interest in a multi-variable varied logistic regression, you add plus. So you can add plus and subsequently add as many variables of interest that you want to explore. And you maintain these other ones the same. And then you run this. And then, so we have that. So basically, this is how you can run a logistic regression, both the univariate logistic regression and the multivariate logistic regression using the R Studio. If you find content such as this useful, we encourage you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell, so you always are notified whenever a new video like this is released. Until we meet again on our next episode, this is Lyrics, and it's a bye.